Good morning, everyone. Dave Bush here with Kansas Sports HQ, episode 17, featuring Antonio Amezaga with the Kansas International Driver's Ed. We want to wish everybody a happy Veterans Day, but today we have Sheldon Howell, Sean Cutler, and Antonio. How's everything going this morning?
Terrible. No, things are fine. Things are good. Tough loss last night for the boys, but we got a Philly Eagles fan in here, so he's riding high. So we'll celebrate with them, I suppose.
Oh yeah, not a fun night for Monday Night Football. Malik Monday did not turn out to be what you guys expected.
Yeah, this office is just cursed, man. I don't know what it is about. If we start a game here, the odds of it actually going the way that we want it to go have just been zero. So who knows? I don't know.
Antonio, what was your thoughts on the game? Don't rub it in too much, but give us your thoughts.
I think Coach Sirianni's plan is going pretty well. 7-2 is not a bad start. I think the game last night, the whole season, it was a 0-0 to the halftime. It was kind of sleepy game, but I think the last 5 minutes worked for the Birds.
Yep.
And I guarantee you, we might see you again, Packers, at the conference finals.
Yep. The only silver lining
I like the
to
confidence
it,
on that.
Yeah, the only silver lining is if we ended up playing in Philly again, I at least have somebody I can stay with out there. So if we decided to go to that game, but
we can go.
Tough to win out there.
Let's go.
Tough to win out there. That is for sure. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Our offense will have to pull their heads out at some point in time and play football. So
yeah, so we're excited to have Antonio on early because he's going to the OKC Thunder game. Last week, he went to the Bulls game. Big basketball fan, so we're excited to have you here. What's you love basketball?
In general, I love sports. I am from Mexico, but I'm from a border town, so we are pretty Americanized, sports-wise talking. So I grew up in an area of the South California, 1 hour away from San Diego. So I was raised up checking on the Padres and the Chargers back in the days. So I'm a big sports fan. I can take the Lakers, the Clippers, and then that's how my love for American sports grew up. So now I can make a living out of being an American citizen. Now I am. I had the opportunity to live in Wichita for 10 years, so I get more in love with sports. And I think it's pretty affordable.
Yeah.
When you like to go to sports, you find your ways. They say, "Oh, you must be running in money." No, it's not that. I get the good prices on tickets.
Yeah.
I went to Chicago in my car. I didn't take.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Was that like 9 hours?
11 hours.
Yeah.
9 to 11 hours.
11 hours. I never
like
been in Des Moines, Iowa. That passed through.
Yeah.
And then, last week I decided to take my car and ride to see the Sixers and the Bulls.
That's
It
awesome.
was a great game. Even we lost. Every time I go and see the Sixers, they lost.
Wow.
I don't know why. Maybe I'm the Cards. But I'm going today to check on the champions, the NBA champions, the OKC Thunder. I'm a big fan. I bought this half ticket season holder. So let's see. I'm against the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a microcosmos. We love sports and we like to be around fans. And
Yeah.
that's my way too.
I love it, man. What brought you to the Wichita area? Like, what's kind of you said you've been here for about 10 years.
Yes, sir.
How'd you end up coming here to Wichita, and what was kind of the story behind that?
Well, back I'm 50.
Okay.
I'm 50 years old.
You got a lot of energy.
Yeah, back in 1993, I came as a foreign exchange student to Wichita.
Yeah.
So I ended up going to South High School my senior year.
Okay.
So I make a good friends.
Yeah.
So in Mexico, I was working for the federal police in Mexico. I was a federal agent for 14 years. And I just demoted. I decided not to run that stuff anymore. So I call a friend. He says, "Come over to Wichita. Come over here." I said, "Let's go." So I came to Wichita, and then I get married with a USN citizen. So that's how I became a citizen.
Yeah.
So I have run my mile here in Wichita. Love the area. I love the people here. And now it turns out we create a business,
Yeah.
and the business is going well.
Yeah.
And that's how I end up living in Wichita, and I don't want to move from here. So
Fair enough. I love it.
they have
Yeah.
invited me to move to Kansas City, and
My
no,
brother lives up in Kansas City, and there ain't no way I could live there. Not my pace
right?
of life. Not where I want to end up at all. Too busy, too big of a city, too many moving parts. Wichita's nice. It's
Exactly. We're in the middle of everything.
yeah, good pace, and for what you're doing, I mean, bouncing around. Obviously, I
Yeah.
mean, it's you're right in the middle of the country, and you can go just about anywhere. And
Yeah.
I mean,
I go to Kansas City. I go to Topeka. I go to Dodge City a lot.
yeah.
Liberal, because we have a school in Dodge. And I went to 17 games this past season from the Royals.
Oh wow.
And every time either I was there or I was here. So Wichita offers a lot,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So now we want to become more involved with the sports scene in Wichita. Hopefully we can help you out with your projects and your plans,
Yeah.
right?
Well, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate
I
you
appreciate you having me here.
taking some interest and looking into it. I think what you guys are doing. So just let's talk about that a little bit, and then
Sure.
we'll kind of dive into it. But obviously, with the International Driver's Ed, okay. So tell everyone kind of, you kind of explained it to us, but how's the process behind all of that work? Number one, and what are your locations? Where did the origin story of that? I know you got some partners that you're doing stuff with, but obviously, I'm somewhat familiar in an aspect just because we deal with a lot of international ball players that come in, and transportation is always a thing. It's always something that we're talking about for those guys. And quite frankly, we have to turn guys away at points in times because of the transportation issues, right? We can only, house so many of them, number one, but then number two, we can only fit so many into the transportation options that we do have. So, and a lot of them can't drive here legally in the States, even, if they are able to get here. So it's just, it's a challenge for us every summer, especially with our baseball guys. So walk me through kind of the origin story behind this. What got you into this? Obviously, I think there's a big need for it, but how did it all start, and then how's it kind of blossomed?
Okay. Life is funny sometimes how it gets you to some places that you never imagine how do you end up there, right?
Mhm.
In my personal case, once I got my legal status in the country, I was available to get a driver license. I went to the DMV like everybody else, and I flunked the test 3 times. So I end up, at the fourth time, if you don't pass it, you will be suspended for 6 months.
Okay.
So I couldn't have that time away from myself. So I went to driver's ed school. It turns out can I say names?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the school's name is Premier Driving School.
Cool.
I passed my test there. I went to the DMV and got my license, like everybody else through the driver's ed. But the owner turns out that he offered me he offers me the opportunity to open the school in Spanish. He's told me there's no Spanish schools for driver's ed in Kansas. I have students that their parents are Latinos and they're not passing their test just like you at the DMV. And I did speak English because I was here. I remember I told you, but I couldn't imagine for somebody that doesn't speak Spanish, they couldn't pass the test.
Right.
So he asked me, "Hey, do you want to do the driver's ed school?" This is in 2019. And we always go with this local joke. We said, Latinos, we cannot say no to anyone. I say, sure. So I say, so what do I have to do? I say, let's rent a place. Let's get all the paperwork through the state and let's see how it goes. So back into 2019, we start all the paperwork. I was working for UPS as a delivery guy there. My wife was working a regular office, 9 to 5. And then we end up having the driver certificates from the state. And for February of 2020, we have everything ready. We have the place. I told you it was in Meridian and Maple.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what to expect. We didn't know. It was really a new world for us. And then COVID hits and they shut down every school in the state. So we belong to the state. Say we are private owned school, but we go by the state. So we have to shut down too and then reopen in May 2020. We opened in 2020, May 2020. Our first class was 4 students. And then we say, okay, not bad. I was still working for UPS. I'm supposed not to say this because you cannot work for somebody else back in UPS.
Yeah.
You have to work 10 hours and but I'm not with them anymore.
there you go.
Anyway, as we started in May 2020, 4 students. Maybe the whole year of 2020, I even got COVID, I think. We almost hit the 200 students in 2020.
Wow.
It was every other Sunday. Last class on December, the Sunday before Christmas, we were 17 students short of hitting the 200. So the owner, Perry, my friend, he says, hey, I give you 500 from my pocket if we hit the 200. So I told my wife, how do we do this? And let's go to Facebook. So we open a Facebook page. We offer classes. It was a Monday night. We put them there. The next day, Tuesday, I wake up and I go and check the new Facebook page. And it was like 30 messages. 29 of them with the rat emoji, like a rat, or the cup emoji. And they were telling us those are fakes.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
You got a bunch of bots.
Yeah, we're not fake, but I didn't know the game back then. So somebody told me, yeah, if you offer driver license on Facebook, people might think.
Oh,
So
yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Get pictures of you and your wife and the students. So that's what we did the next time. We hit it really good this time. And people from Dodge City noticed that we are having license here. So Dodge City, they do the meat packing companies.
Yep.
100% of their students, they're legally to work here.
Gotcha.
But they couldn't pass the test in Liberal and Dodge. So they say, can you help us? I say, yeah. So that last class of 2020, our classes were like 9, 11. We have 28 people.
Wow.
So we say, this is a route. So we started in Facebook. We're not influencers or anything, but we are now on 4 schools across the state of Kansas.
Awesome.
Wichita, Dodge City, Kansas City, Topeka, and more than 12,000 students have gone through our 4 schools in 5 years.
That's awesome.
That's how we started. I've never thought I was going to be a driver instructor.
Yeah.
Now I love it. Our numbers talk.
Yeah.
You can check our Facebook page, Kansas International Driver's Ed. You can see for the vast majority of comments, they're very good comments.
Yeah.
People like us. It's a different kind of school. We do everything the state orders to do, but you just tell me, we have people from Venezuela, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, countries that they like baseball.
Yeah.
And they're people that want to play or why not? They want to get involved with the community. We have find good friends locally and in Kansas City, Wichita. We are very good friends with Jose Luis Valdez, who owns the biggest ice cream shop in the state of Kansas, Palacana, Tropicana.
Yeah.
We are good friends with Grant Culver, which you guys know him, and many people that have believe in our program. And they, like these guys from Amazon that I was talking about.
Yeah.
They hire people through our program.
Right.
Once they get the driver license, we send them to Amazon. They get $21.50 an hour.
Yeah.
If you guys interested out there, you can hit me a call and we can send you to Amazon. They're hiring right now.
There you go.
So that was pretty much. It's not that I wanted. It's just like I think I was at the right time, at the right place. We have faced challenge, of course, like everybody else.
Yeah.
But those have been overcome. I think mainly the language barrier has helped us a lot on the business wise, but sometimes our people doesn't understand that they have to, they cannot drive without driver insurance, the insurance, car insurance. So we bring insurance company to talk to them.
Right.
We have bring people from banks because our people doesn't understand sometimes how credit works here in America.
Right.
Right. Or we have bring migration lawyers. We tell them, go through this. Even you have to, don't try to fill out the forms in migration because with one comma or with one word that you don't say right, you might get deported.
Right.
So our school have become a hub for services.
Yeah.
Primarily, mainly services that are 1 or 2, 3 years people that just came to the country need to understand.
For sure.
So we tell them, at least in Kansas, let's tell everybody else
Right.
That you want to become an American the right way, doing the right things.
Yeah. That's awesome,
Yeah,
man. Well, you're definitely servicing a need that I think probably, just on the surface anyway, is just something that gets somewhat overlooked, in the beginning, especially if somebody's migrating over here and wants to do things the right way. Transportation is a piece of getting here, but then your day to day life is probably not. It's just kind of, you just overlook it. Like you think, oh, well, it'll just be like back home or I can walk here.
exactly.
The one thing that I always, it just jogged my memory, I should say, is we deal, even with American baseball players, we deal with them and they come in and they're like, yeah, I'm not going to bring my car. And I'm like, "Well, what do you mean?" And they're like, "Oh, no, I'm not gonna bring any type of transportation. I'm just gonna, like, walk or Uber or
Take the
whatever."
subway.
And I'm like, "Nah, brother, like, that's not an option here. Like, like, you're gonna need some form of transportation to get around because if you think that you're gonna Uber every day, you better be rich, rich because you're gonna be spending, 60 to $100 at a
Daily.
minimum." Like, so you gotta be able to drive and you gotta be able I mean, we're spread out small cities all kind of surrounding each other, so you need some transportation, you need ways to move around, but well, that's awesome. That's a great story, and I think that you guys are doing some pretty impactful things.
Thank you.
Obviously helping people, which is a big, common thing that we talk about here is always trying to find different ways to help service the people around us and find ways that we can, give back to our communities and be involved with them. So I think that that's an awesome thing. Do you have any like just on that same topic, like, do you have any, stories or someone that like, one specific story maybe that just stands out to you or something that you remember that, was super impactful through your guys' school, like a family story or something, with I don't know, like any impactful story that just kind of, stays in your head where you're kind of making those big differences.
Well, yeah, I have a few of them. I have the good stories, most of them. At the end, thank you for your kind words. We, by no meanings, we are saviors or supermans
Yeah.
here or anything. We just like to do what I would like to somebody did to me back in time, and they did,
Yeah.
which it is a pretty approachable state. It's a
Yeah.
city, and why not to give something back to the community? About transportation, yes, you're right. You don't have a car here in Kansas, especially in Wichita. You're nothing. Yeah, that's why you get these people buying these cars uh, that they don't really even work, and they get fooled by them, or they don't have the title or something like that. We help them to do the right wise choice to buy cars
Right.
and stuff like that. But good stories, we have a few. I think for the most parts are people that they came with 0 hours driving. Especially 6 out of 10 of our students are women.
Oh, okay.
So most of them, especially from Cuba, Cuba is a country, socialist country.
Yeah.
They don't have cars for the most part. Nobody is available through that right there.
Hmm.
So when these women came to our classes, they're like, "No, I will never be available to drive. Just let." I say, "So why are you paying 440? That's what the class
Hmm.
costs. I just need an ID." Hey, lady, so just go and get the ID then. Don't come to our. Why are you gonna
Driving
spend?
course. Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't you want to drive? No, because some of them, let's be honest. Oh, my husband says I will never be available to drive.
Right.
No, you will have your 6 hours behind the wheel classes. And if we need to do more, we will do more.
Yeah.
So we have these 0 hours ladies that now are doing DoorDash, that now are doing forklift in their companies, that now are they working for the school buses. Obviously, they get the non-commercial
Yeah.
driver license
Yeah.
for us, and that they get the CDLs. And those are kind of stories. Like they sometimes text us, say, "Thank you.
Yeah.
I've never believed in myself, and now I'm driving a school bus."
Yeah.
So pretty much, yes. We have I have the funny stories too. One time I was riding 135 North. I was going through passing Newton, and then we got this lady was just decided to stop in the middle of 135. As I was like, "Why you stop?" I said, "She got nervous. She got in shock." I say,
Uh-huh.
"Thank the Lord that we didn't have cars behind us
Yeah.
because they would hit us in." So those kind of stories that they
Uh-huh.
put my heart to
Oh, I bet.
pump up. But for the most part, those are kind of successful stories that they tell us. Once they start driving, their life change.
I bet.
When they got the driver license, they were available to fly because they're real ID, or they're available to get credits. and I think you might don't say it like it, but you say it. Sometimes people in America, the greatest country of them all, the country we call home now, you don't realize some certain kind of stuff. You think you will
Oh,
have
yeah.
a car, not for us.
Yeah.
Even a driver license, you might think is granted,
Yeah.
not for us.
Right.
So I can have the double the students right now, but Kansas is a state that doesn't give license to everyone, right?
Right.
I'm not going into politics or anything.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
the law.
Yeah.
Kansas, you have to have migration legal status to get a driver license.
Yeah.
But people without that migration status, they call us and say, hey, can I take the class? And no, you can't.
Right.
You don't want to give me the service? I want to give you the service. It's a business. But once you go to the DMV, they will
Ain't gonna make a
reject you.
difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we need to fulfill those guidance that the DMV gave us.
Right.
So people get happy at the end. Sometimes they fail the test because they fail it, but
Yeah.
they have as many chances as they want to take it, and they end up passing it.
Yeah.
And those are the stories. Pretty much, we have seen families rely on their cars, and their lives are easier with a driver license.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, like I was telling you before we hopped on here, I've gotten really close to the guys that run, some of the international baseball teams, and just gotten close to them as far as like families and learning their stories and things like that. And it really is remarkable to just understand the differences. And I don't know them all, and I don't claim to know them by any means, but just hearing them and hearing the ways that, you know, what they perceive, from information of coming over to America and being here, and just how appreciative they are of so many different things. It's not just this topic. I mean, there's a lot of different things, and learning their insights of, where they grew up, how they grew up, what it's like on day-to-day life, whether that be, in middle school, high school, right, education in general, because a lot of the guys that we're dealing with are wanting to come to America to play college baseball. Like, that is their, ultimate goal. Obviously, they want to play professional ball, but there's steps to it. And so it's just those little stories and those little things are some of the most impactful and, life-changing things for different people. And I can assure you that, I mean, just from my experiences and hearing you saying that, there's people that probably come over here and get to drive a school bus where, privileged people like myself look at that and I would be like, is that a big deal? Right? Like, because
Exactly.
that's in my life, like, that would have never been something that I even really fathomed, like, growing up. And there's honorable things in that job. There's all kinds of things in that job, but immature Sheldon would look at that and be like, "Oh, you're just a bus driver, right?" Like,
Exactly.
and that's the reality of it.
Mhm.
But, that could be a means of employment, but a means of somebody having purpose in life. Like, there's, the older, mature Sheldon looks at that and goes, "Man, that's life-changing." That's something for someone who sees an opportunity in life now to be able to put a foot forward and have purpose, right? Have reasonings to wake up every day and try to want to go out there and do good things. And, so I commend you guys on that, because I think that's awesome. And I think you guys are making waves. You're making big differences there. And, that's giving back, and ultimately what we're about here. So I love that.
It is. Every word you say is right. It is a business. We have a business. We're in a capitalist market, right?
Right.
But at the end, we provide a service with a purpose.
Yeah.
And yes, I will repeat this again and again. There's a reason we want to come to this country.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason these baseball players, they want to come here, because they know is their ticket out, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, you have the right tools. You have to know the right people, like you guys. What you're doing is amazing as well. I don't know how many Latinos have been in your podcast, but I feel honored for the invitation. And just to let you know, we're a legit program. That I used to go to the West location for DMB and
Yeah.
see you guys there. I knew it, and we're doing things the right way. A car, a transportation, in everywhere, but especially in Kansas, it's not. It's not even a need; it's a must.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's a
So,
necessity.
Yeah. So when you talk about this type of job, every job is a very dignified job.
Mhm.
But for us, it's a way to provide um, money to send money to our countries, get a good life here,
Mhm.
being a taxpayers, 99% of our students, they do the things the right way. They just come, work, uh, keep the economy moving.
Yeah.
In this blossom economy that is becoming Wichita. And let's not forget that next year, 2026, World Cup is coming.
Yeah.
So much need of Uber drivers and Lyft drivers
There you go.
will be really needed. We have this meeting with the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of Kansas City, which is they're amazing. They work hard. They really are a powerful institution there.
Do we have something like that here in Wichita?
Okay, we do, but they don't work the way they have to work.
Understood. Okay, got it.
It's not like the business Wichita Independent or no.
Yeah.
But in Kansas City, they do a background checks whoever wants to join them.
Gotcha.
Because they have a lot of business there, right?
Yeah.
And big business Hispanics. So we were talking about that, and they say 2026, believe me, for 2 months, June and July, they will host 6 games for the first round, and maybe 2 more for the playoffs.
Wow.
For the second round. They say Ubers, Lyft will be needed to go to the airport, move people around. I went last month. I went to Albuquerque. I went to see Paul McCartney in concert.
Oh,
So when I get there, it was the Balloon Fiesta Festival. You know those?
Yep.
So the city of Albuquerque in that week, they received almost 1 million visitors for that. Thank God I reserved the hotel like 4 months ago. So now can you imagine what's going to be with the World Cup in Kansas City?
It's going to be crazy.
That'll be wild.
It's going to be wild. So again, our school will have the Uber and maybe some jobs that the general American population don't be interesting.
Yeah.
That's what we are going to be there.
I'm sure they'll have more important questions than this, but I just got to ask this. When you guys are doing your driving, like, do you have like a wheel on your side too?
No.
Is that an old thing?
That thing is over. That was the first thing I asked. First of all, it was kind of biased when you do that because the instructor ends up driving.
Yeah.
Now we have a break.
Okay.
I can show you at the end of the class.
All right.
We have a break on the co-pilot side, on the passenger side.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have used it many times. If you're going to ask that, I have to use it to save my life. I have.
Are you like harnessed up in the other side?
No.
Traditional seatbelt?
No. It's just a regular seatbelt. We have a special commercial insurance.
Okay.
We do all the magnets around the car. No, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
It's just a regular class. People just used to get scared about it.
I would be. Yeah, you hop in and you're like in a full NASCAR safety suit.
Yeah, hey, that's a good idea. But you know, when we have this 0 hours drivers, we just take them to Hayesville area.
Like remote.
What is Rose Hill area, Derby, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, at least we hit a cow or
less
a fence,
likely to hit
or a fence, but we don't hit a people or a car, right?
Gotcha.
We never been pulled over either. We're 0 on tickets. So our school, when you go to the DMV and ask about our school, they're happy to work with us. They say, hey, we like you work with your school. You always came with the paperwork, and the only thing we have trouble with is your names. But other than that, they say they're cool. And we're multi-language too right now. We have a guy from Haiti.
Oh.
They speak sort of French called Creole. So we have our Creole classes. We're about to do Portuguese because we have a big Brazilian community in Overland Park in that area. So we have 3 languages now, English and Spanish. For the English part, our sister company does it, but you can come through us and we send you there.
Gotcha.
Premier Driving School, Kansas International Driver's Ed.
Wow. Yeah.
There's a lot going on in that. I mean, there's a lot going on that you guys provide, and that's super cool.
Thank you. You should go, guys, and I would like to introduce you to our classes.
Yeah.
They will be happy to meet you. We always look up for Americans, that's for sure. That's a thing, like when they see us with the American, with anybody, that doesn't matter, the cops or a lawyer or people, you kind of it's a validation for the school. Because,
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I think being able to offer the total package and actually caring about it is huge, and I commend you for that. That's super cool.
Thank you so much. You can check us out on Facebook there when we have guests. like the lawyers or the insurance company or the Mexican consulate or the Salvadorian consulate. At the end of the classes, they pay their visit and tell them, "Hey, we're these people. If you need us, let's do it."
Right, providing them the educational and resources to be successful is super cool. Well, I really want to ask you about your business card. I mean, you handed us this Hispanic Mexican sucker. It is colored like a stoplight. So tell us about it. Like, why is that your business card?
Well, like I said, we have this business is an American business model, right? But you have to put your twist in there. We like my partner like to say it, uh, we do business the American way, but with a Latino spice, right? So when we get there, you guys do a lot of business cards. He bought these keychains, he bought these pants, he wears polo shirts, with the name on it. And people were like, what, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or they were like, are you cops? Like, why? Why you have these logos and stuff like that? And and I told Marvel, my wife, I said, you know what? No more polos. Let's be just like them. So if they see us, they can relate.
Yeah, I
right?
feel comfortable.
It's called empathy.
Yeah.
So one time these are from my younger, when I was a kid, I used to get those street lights shape kind of suckers. So I say, why not give this to people? So every time we give them handle one this away, they see a stoplight and they will relate it to the school. So that was pretty much like a Mexican marketing
Some brand recognition
strategy. Yes.
Yeah.
So now the problem is they're running on the shortage here in the Mexican markets. So I have to order them through Amazon.
Oh.
So they send them because it's a real Mexican candy made in Mexico and they're not spicy. When we do these second chance events, the WPD, Wichita Police Department does, and they invite us. So people can go and get their suspended license or stuff. We're just there for the fun and just to hang around with people. The highway patrols, troopers or the PD officers come and, do you have those suckers? I love them. I say, yeah, here you go. So yeah, that's a Mexican marketing tool.
Very cool. Very cool. Sean, do you have any questions for Antonio?
Nope.
Sheldon, are you about to try the sucker?
Try it. I have
will.
too many.
I will definitely try it. No, I think it's awesome. It's fun that you guys are trying to get into the community as well too. I think that portion of things is fun, and I hope that we can come together and put together some cool initiatives, right? Like because our baseball is an international game and it's growing internationally, left and right, up and down, and so I think that you guys could be pretty impactful in helping, the way that, we're at least trying to grow, and that's giving back to those communities and trying to find avenues for those guys to have chances to keep elevating not only their game, but just their lives. And,
Totally.
I think that you guys share in that same kind of mindset with what you're doing, completely different field, completely different thing. But I don't know the exact number, but the KCLB is housed, probably, I don't know, a fifth of each of their teams, minus the ones that we talked about earlier. But we've had international students and international players on each of our teams, somewhere in the numbers of probably 5 to 6 guys on each team, pretty consistently over, I would say, the last 4 to 5 years. So when you look at that, you're probably talking about 30 to 40 maybe, inside of the league every single summer that are coming. Now, granted, they come from all over the place, right? Like we have, a very good tie-in with a lot of Asian communities, right? You see kids from Japan. We had a kid from Korea. I mean, we've just had kids that come from all over the world to come, and it's when I say that out loud, and then you think of Wichita, Kansas, it's just kind of funny because it's just like, what, But Australian kids that come over,
Canadians.
yeah, we have Canadians. Like we literally from all over, and a ton of South Central like families, and a lot of times those families end up coming, for a short period of time and at least come and try to visit and check things out and have guys. And so it's just it really is an initiative of ours, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to try and work with you guys and kind of spread the awareness of what's going on and just having another resource to help kind of further that portion of, our outreach and being able to provide resources for those guys. Because a lot of times they come here, they don't all end up going to school in this area or around here. They spread out over here,
You
which
say the
is
scouts.
yeah. Well, and they're trying to bounce around and just get their names out there and get more eyes on them. But we have a massive, massive hub of ball players that are coming here to do that, and I just think that and then also I'm just thinking out loud, but also with the Parisi side of things and the different athletes that we service and have that are our local families in the area around here. I think there's just a lot of cool, fun things that we'll be able to do, and building a good relationship with you guys, and just trying to help people, and that's ultimately part of the goal and part of what we're trying to do. So I think that stuff is awesome, and I'm excited about trying to kind of go down the journey with you for sure.
Well, can I go ahead?
Yeah.
Well, on our side, thank you so much for the invite. Thank you. Baseball is becoming a more international sport. 2026 is the World Cup of baseball.
Yeah.
And if you see the countries are playing there, you have South Africa, you have Brazil. Believe it or not, they play ball in Brazil. Sao Paulo is a very baseball town. Lots of Japanese community. We have Taiwan, we have Japan, pretty much all Central America, Mexico, Cuba. And those are people that we serve. Baseball is a pretty popular sport in our side, in the Latino communities. Obviously, on top of them is Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Colombia, Panama, Nicaragua, Mexico. So yeah, it will be fun to join this mission that you guys have. You have to help these international ball players. Somebody gave, like I said a few minutes ago, somebody helped me out here, so maybe I need to help somebody else too, right?
Yeah, I love that.
So we will continue supporting your plans, and let's sit and talk everything for baseball. We just have a great World Series, which was, this season, it was the first season that starts in Japan and ends up in Canada. That never happened before. The baseball season starts in another country and finish up that is not America. Because the last game of the World Series was in Canada, and the first game of the season was Japan. Yeah, and the Dodgers play in both games. So anyway, I'm a Dodgers fan.
Yeah.
So I love baseball, and yeah, it will be fun. And above all, who knows? Maybe there's the next Juan Soto there, or the next, right?
Yeah.
Or the next Ronald Acuna or somebody.
Yeah.
And I have students that like to play ball. That's when you invite me, I say, yeah, we can. But now I see what you guys doing, because I have this guy from Venezuela. He went to try out with the Windsors.
Yeah.
But now he's playing he got a scholarship from France.
Oh, okay.
University. And,
Nice. What's his name?
His last name is Griman.
Okay.
And his name, Jesus Griman.
Okay.
He plays shortstop.
Yeah, I'll have to look him up.
Yeah.
We got a good relationship with friends. So we had a friends athlete on yesterday.
Ask for him. His name is Jesus Griman.
Got it.
He's from Venezuela.
Okay.
He told me he's doing the baseball and he got a scholarship there.
That's amazing.
That is awesome.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, we'll have to look him up. I'll have to definitely reach out to them, and maybe we'll have him on.
He's like 21. Yeah. And all these kids in Venezuela, come on, they say, I know him, the major league players. They say, I play with his son. I play with. They're a powerful house.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it, man. I love it.
Thank you. It's a great day for me to be with you guys.
No,
we appreciate you. We appreciate
we
you.
should
coming.
go to the Thunder one of these days. I will invite you.
That would be awesome.
But you say you're not
play
an NBA,
Golden
but
State?
I mean, I'll watch any live sport. I just don't follow it.
Never been in the Thunder game?
No.
It's fun. It is really fun. You see many people from Wichita there.
Oh, I'm sure.
On the gas stations, you see them. And where do you go? Wichita. Okay.
Yeah.
I know my brother-in-law and nephew like to go to games. So.
And sometimes in May, they have a AAA team. They used to be the Dodgers. I don't know if they still
the Drillers.
Yeah.
The Tulsa Drillers.
No, OKC.
OKC.
I forget the name of the team. I know who you're talking about. I know where the stadium
they
is.
belong to the Dodgers. It's in downtown.
Yeah. Yeah, the stadium's amazing. I played there.
It's like One OK Park or something like that.
Yeah. God, it's been a long time. I don't remember the name of it.
And I remember when Kershaw was doing a rehab stint there. There was not a seat in the house. Standing room only, 40,000 fans in a 20,000 fan environment.
When last year, 2024, somehow, don't ask me why. I was in El Paso, Texas, and they're called the Chihuahuas, the
Huh?
team there. And Tax Jr.
Yeah.
They belong to the Padres. He was there because he was rehab too, and he like 4 home runs. We were in that game. Like it was ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. That dude's
Yeah.
a freaking
Yeah.
injury. He can play.
Is
What's like your favorite stadium you've ever been to, or arena, or anything?
well, Petco Park in
Okay.
San Diego is the most. I like Kaufman. I
Yeah.
like Kaufman too, but Petco, my bucket list still PNC Park in Pittsburgh. That's what they say is the best stadium.
Yeah.
So I've
I've been on the
Petco.
outside of it. I haven't been inside of it.
I just went to Petco to see the Padres and Red Sox in August. And then I went to my hometown, Mexicali, which is 2 hours there, far away from there. Yeah. I have my most expensive sandwich there in Petco.
Really?
I saw, if you follow TikTok, there's these guys that travel the 30 stadiums and they're going to do the food and they rank it.
Okay.
And they rank Petco as a number 1. And they did this hot dog with just a regular hot dog, but with a lobster tail on top.
Oh, wow.
$40.
I was going to
wow.
say, yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Probably.
I don't know how those flavors would mesh. Was it good?
It was amazing. Really, it was really, really good. I have pictures.
Lobster hot.
Oh, wow.
No, with just a regular hot dog with the lobster tail on it and the butter, and they was like a Pacific. I can say Pacifico beer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, that's their stand. That's where they
Gotcha.
did that. They grill it, and that was amazing. Yeah. That's why I love baseball. Food.
Yeah.
Lots of cool experiences.
Oh, I
For
bet the
sure.
food is wild.
I remember my favorite ballpark is Busch Stadium, simply because I've been there the most. And they had like a hot dog, and a couple of buddies when we were there. They tried to eat 3 of them, and there's no shot. Like,
In San Luis.
yeah, there's no shot.
Are they huge?
They're huge.
Oh, okay.
They're huge, and they're loaded with bacon, beans. It's like a barbecue hot dog with onion straws on top, and all kinds of stuff. And trying to eat 3 of those in
No,
one
no way.
game, no shot. It's a full meal.
When I went to Albuquerque last month,
Yeah.
I went to see outside. They have a team called the Isotopes. You remember The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There's a show, the Isotopes play the Major League Baseball.
Oh, okay.
They play Matt Tingley and Ken Griffin. So I got a hat. I never worn it. I will give it to you guys. It's called, they have the Isotope. They belong to the Dodgers as well.
Oh, okay.
It's one of their teams.
Double A.
The
Double A?
Double A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isotopes. Yeah.
I think the OKC team, isn't it called the Dodgers? Pretty sure they're called
They
the
think,
Dodgers.
yeah, the Dodgers.
Oh, that might be true. I
I
don't
could be
know.
wrong. I'm pretty sure they're called the Dodgers, unless they
Uh-huh.
changed that recently
Uh-huh.
because it was too vanilla. Because how
Minor
they
league-
want the
minor league
crazy
teams
names.
Yeah,
want-
minor league
minor-
teams
like
like to
the
create some
Isotopes, they
stuff.
like-
Yeah.
What is it? The Sod Mots or what is
Sod poodles.
Sod
yeah,
Yeah. We know about those.
trash pandas.
from Amarillo?
Yeah.
And
Flying
there's a team in
squirrels.
Wisconsin called the Frozen Pizzas. Yeah, for real.
I know there's another team up there called like their like spinoff is the Udder Tuggers. They're
Udder
like the
Tuggers.
milkmen.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're somewhere in Wisconsin or Minnesota. They're like the milkmen. They all have some interesting names. I mean,
You know-
like our Wind Surge has the Tumbas Vacas.
Vacas, yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Chihuahuas, their side team is called the Margaritas.
Oh,
and they
okay.
have a margarita. So I want to ask you guys, what do you think about the bananas?
Oh,
Oh, here
We
we
talked about
we
that
talked
the other
about
day.
this. Yeah.
Purists or just
I think it'd be fun to experience, but
they're coming to
yeah, they'll be here in May or whatever. Did you get
Yeah.
your name in the hat for the lottery?
no.
Oh, yeah, they're bringing like the firefighters and another team and whatnot, but they're I think what they do is fun, and their marketing plan is even more fun. But it's an experience for sure. So that's what matters.
Yeah, I want to check them out. It's yeah, I'm a purist too.
yeah, I'm not like a hater by any means. Like I don't hate on them. I don't classify them as baseball. Like that's kind of my.
No, it's not baseball.
You know what I mean? Like it's just to me it's just entertainment, which is great. Like, and I think it's cool. The one thing that I think is cool about it is it drives eyeballs to
Baseball.
the sport
Yeah.
in some aspect, but it also, it just kind of discredits the history of the game in some aspects. It doesn't discredit it. I don't know. It just like is a spinoff. It's to me, it's just the Globetrotters of this era.
you go.
Like that's
See,
just what it is. to me.
For me, I don't know that I could have or understand how kids would be like, I can't wait to be a Savannah Banana
Banana player.
instead of I can't wait to play for the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, you're right.
Very,
Well,
very,
they wanna be
very
the ninnies,
different.
so-
Right.
But
Yeah.
wait to hear how much make in baseball.
Oh yeah, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
And what do you think about Classy? He just
Yeah, he's about to get put in, 65 years?
65 years. The guy that was
Oh, the
betting
gambling
on
guy.
the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I saw the highlight.
Indians closer.
Yeah, see, I didn't know. I haven't read the details of the whole deal.
I'm a baseball purist.
Yeah.
So whenever you want to invite me to talk about it, we can come and I will tell you we have to get rid of the DH on pitchers.
There you go.
We can talk hours about it.
Yeah.
The Clase thing, it was he was always throwing first pitch balls, right? And then so whoever he was contacting with the betting, they were betting on first pitch ball for the inning because you can do that. 'cause
Yeah, of course.
those prop bets
Yeah.
go all the way down to first pitch strike, first pitch ball.
How many pitches?
How many pitches you throw in the inning? Like he was, and it was the highlights of him spiking a 25-foot curveball or fastball,
The first pitch.
and his catcher getting crossed up every single time.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yeah. Because I don't want nobody. And if you're gonna get away with it, someone's gonna be Cleveland because nobody watches Cleveland because they're always during the day. And
Right.
and then another pitcher on the
There were two of
Guardians too,
them.
Luis Ortiz. He's already in jail for it.
Classes on the run.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know all that stuff.
How how many years did you say?
65.
Yeah, I
That's
think it was
what I heard.
65 is the last time I saw.
He can get up to 65 years.
Wow.
And he was running, but he makes millions. He said their contract is like 20
Yeah,
million.
he's owed 28 million through 2028, I think.
Oh, there's not some clause in there about gambling?
Well,
I'm sure there is.
You-
Yeah.
Ask
yeah.
Pete Rose.
Yeah. That's wild.
And they say, when they say Pete Rose, he's in heaven now. They say, what do you think about what's the difference between you and Otani? They tried to put Otani. He says, the translator. I didn't have a translator. He says
I wish I had a
He said, I
translator,
didn't
yeah.
have a translator.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
We can talk sports all day. I'm a
Yeah.
big sports fan guy. I highly appreciate what you do. So you guys are what? You guys on the radio? No?
Not really. I mean, we record these and then basically put them on like Spotify, YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, bounce them around there. One day, if people watch us enough, maybe we'll be able to go live.
Well, you are all over the place with your reels.
Yeah.
I have seen you.
Yeah. So
That's
we,
good.
That's good to hear. We're
yeah.
we're trying to reach an audience and showcase what we talk about because it's all about giving back to our passions and bringing eyes to the city of Wichita where we feel like it's just not seen enough.
There's Latinos, a couple guys. I have been there in their podcast. Their name is Sin Brújula. It's without a compass. You know what a compass is?
Mhm.
So they're here in Wichita. They're locals. Maybe sometimes you want to meet them too.
Yeah. I'd
Do
be
a little
happy to.
collab.
That'd be cool.
Angel and they speak and they speak English. They're from here, but they do the podcast. They don't talk about sports.
Gotcha.
They talk about like you guys invite me for talking about the business.
yeah.
That's what they do. And I can show you their Facebook page, and you can do a collab. Yeah,
Oh,
So
yeah,
that'd be awesome.
might be.
Yes.
You never know who's up there listening to you.
There you
That's
go.
true.
You
That's
never,
true.
You never know.
Yeah.
How
We-
far can we reach? You never know.
I mean, if it's internet, you can reach up to Australia, man.
Yeah. Reach for the stars. Reach for the stars. Well, Antonio, it's great to have you on here. We always turn it over to Sean for a prayer at the end of our podcast. So we're going to do that and go from here.
All right. Lord, thank you for another day. Thank you for Antonio coming in and taking his time to share his story and share his business and share how he helps and serves so many people getting a start here in America and doing it the right way, Lord. I just thank you for him and his service and everybody who's helped him along the way. So very many people can be helped and get their life on the right track here. So just pray for a good prosperous partnership moving forward with him, but also just thank you for bringing like-minded people in here who want to serve the community with all their heart. In Jesus' name we pray, Lord. Amen.
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 you.
Well, that is episode 17. Antonio Amezaga. Dang, I was sitting here practicing it in my head. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.